My name is Maureen Russell and I'm with the Norfolk Haldimand Community Hospice. I've been with the hospice since it began, which is 2.5 years. January will be 3 years, and my role is supportive care. There's 8 of us on the board originally, so we came together. Beth Ellis, who's worked in hospice for 30 years, she built a hospice in Hamilton Bob Camp and does a lot of work provincially, came over one night. We sat at my kitchen table and she says, you know, we've always said a hospice, we need that in Haldimand and Norfolk. Yeah, she says, I think there's a window of opportunity, and if it's ever going to happen, we should do it now. What do you think? And we sat there and took a breath and went, oh boy, are we ready for this ride? We knew that we were ready for this ride. The community needs it. We see the need. So we quickly got a group of 6 other folks together. 2 weeks later, we began. So my role, supportive care, and it's called different things at different hospices, but in general, what it's called is psychosocial spiritual bereavement support. It's basically, it's heart and mind. So we go in as support for the heart and the mind. So ideally, I would go in as soon as somebody's diagnosed with an illness that will be an end-of-life illness, because we want to support right from that moment of diagnosis, right through, support them, and support their community of loved ones right through, and then continue to support their loved ones afterwards. So our mandate for the hospice is to build a center for hospice palliative care that will support the communities of Haldimand and Norfolk. Yes, there will be residential beds, there'll be 6 beds, but also in that center will be other programs just equally as important. There'll be bereavement programs, there'll be support programs for caregivers, there will be a day wellness program, there'll be an outreach team, which is so key important for any hospice. So the outreach team is comprised of a physician, a palliative physician, a nurse, and supportive care at my role. So that team, that small team, goes out into people's homes to keep people at home as long as they want to be. But like anything, I mean, there's a cost to it, and that's just the reality of life. So to build a center for hospice palliative care for us, when I say us, I mean Haldimand and Norfolk communities. So to build that center for us, it is $11 million. And in that center, like we talked about, would have all those programs. And we want to make it feel home-like and welcoming and comforting and be a place that's going to sustain itself for years to come. So we're going to look at our community and say, help. Again, you know, everybody uses this saying, but it takes a village, but it really does take a village. It takes the village of Haldimand and Norfolk to come together and support. And I know there's folks out there who want to help us. We have people at the sides, you know, now starting to ask them questions, and we're like, please just come on board. Because the sooner we get that, the sooner we get those donations, the sooner we can put that shovel in the ground, the sooner we have that kind of support that we want to have specifically for Haldimand and Norfolk. So you can donate. We're hoping you donate. We're hoping you just come on out and help us. Again, you know, after all these years of working in hospice palliative care and working in hospice, you know, I feel like I have all those folks that I was so honored to be able to walk with. I feel like I got them right behind me. And that just moves my heart. So when I go to a visit, I think it's me going in, but it's also everybody else I've supported and everything they've taught me that comes with me. It fills my heart more than I have words to say. I go in and I meet folks where they are, and I see the strength of the human spirit come through like in ways I can't even explain. It's a gift. It's a gift what I get back, and I'm so grateful and so honored and humbled to be there with folks and for them to let me in at that most intimate time of their life. So what do I get from it? Love, a big heart, kindness, compassion, all those wonderful things that are brought into my life, and I'm so grateful for every moment I work in hospice. It's a place, it's a space of grace, and that's the best way I can say it. It's a space of grace where we come to you where you are and support you in how you need to be supported. We'll support you physically, emotionally, spiritually. We'll support you and your family and walk with you on your journey. So your journey might look different than my journey might look, as it should. So we come to where you are, provide comfort, and help make your days that you can live until your last breath. We're not the end, we're the beginning of a new part, and we're going to help you get through what you need to get through.